And we are back. Bottom of the second inning, about to get underway. Connor Durden to lead things off for the Pacers. Still no score yet between the Trojans and the Pacers. Connor Durden looking to change that. He's a guy who can. Batting .360 on the year, 4 home runs, which leads the team, and 9 RBIs. Has a slugging percentage of a .920. And the first pitch right on the outside corner for strike one.
A little bit of an issue earlier today with the sound, but our guru Cody Kiesler was able to fix it.
Yep, better man at tech than I, that's for sure.
Better man than both of us combined.
That's true.
And he'll be running the Hall of Fame banquet tonight. So
that's going to be a task for him, for to say the least. 1-1 count on Durden as he gets a piece of that 1-1-2. Fouls it off, keeps the count right where it is. And another foul ball from Durden. Swing and a miss. Got ahead of that one as an off-speed pitch tied him up. Durden sits down on strikes for the first out.
Third baseman number 44, Dalton Weeks.
Brings up Dalton Weeks. Weeks batting .286 on the year. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs.
And we all know he has some power.
He does have some power, and he showcased it a bit this season. Curveball. Misses outside for ball 1.
Last strikeout was Hudson's first of the game, and I'm sure we're going to see a few more probably.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, when you come into a game with 11 strikeouts to only 1 walk,
you're doing something right.
That's for sure. 1-1 the count to Weeks as that one caught the inside part of the plate. Swing and a miss, chasing one in the dirt. 1-2. And Weeks fouls that one off. Eerily similar to the last at-bat. 1-2, and then foul ball. And a swing and a miss from Weeks. Back-to-back strikeouts to start off the bottom half of the second.
The second baseman, number 1, Phil Watcher.
So Philip Watcher will dig in now with 2 down and nobody on. Watcher batting .208 on the year. Does have a home run, though, and 3 RBIs. Which is in there for strike 1 to Watcher. And a swing and a miss very late on that pitch. 0-2. High fastball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off, and we'll do it over. Curveball just missed high. Evens the count at 2-2.
We talked before the game. They talked about how, Hudson would throw probably about 70-80% of the pitches were curveballs so far.
Oh yeah, a lot of curveballs. And this Pacer team needs a little work on hitting the curve. Although not a straight fastball, as Watcher sends that one into center field for a base hit. First base runner of the day for the Pacers. That will bring up Niall Goings.
The right fielder, number 34, Niall Goings.
Niall struggled a little bit, for the first couple of seasons, but he's one that can get one hit, and next thing you know, he's 8 for 10.
And he can just turn it on when he needs to. Last year he had a great season, a phenomenal season. Off to a bit of a slower start this year. Batting under the Mendoza line. But he does have an RBI on the year. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Low for a ball. 2-0. And that's one of the things about Goings this year. He's been a little more patient at the plate, and it's paid off. He's tied for second on the team in walks with 5. So he's getting on base. And he hits that one high into the air in shallow right field. Everybody running in for it, and that's going to be caught by Estes for the third and final out after a long run. And that will do it. Pacers leave one stranded as we go in to the top of the third inning. Pacers and Trojans tied at 0. And the top of the third inning set to get underway. Aaron Hedgepath, the first baseman for Mount Olive, leads it off. Hedgepath batting .267 on the year. And he grounds the first pitch to second. And Watcher gets him out at first for the first out.
The shortstop, number 19, Chris Douglas.
So the number 9 hitter, the shortstop Chris Douglas, steps in. 1 down and nobody on. Douglas without a batting average right now. He's only had 5 at-bats, however. And the first pitch is low for ball 1. Low and inside for a ball 2-0. And we were talking about special guests here at the stadium, and I just saw another one walk in, Chip Herring, who I almost didn't recognize because he's got a completely different haircut.
Special guest, I don't know. Entertaining, yes.
They can be one and the same.
Volleyball coach that helped him get to the Elite 8 2 years ago.
And keep them as constant contenders in the region as well.
Absolutely.
2-1 count to Douglas. Refused deals. Ooh, high fastball. Good pitch, though. Just missed 3-1.
We talked about regional play last year. You know, these two teams met in the, or they didn't meet in the regional, but it was hosted by Mount Olive last year. They met last year at Mount Olive in the regular season, but man, Mount Olive is a fun town. They had a great restaurant right by the school. I could have eaten there about 15 different times.
And he said something about a. How big's the burger?
It's Highway 55. You have a chance to eat a 55-ounce hamburger. They had great food there. I didn't try it. I was on a diet at that point, but as I try to be every day, and it doesn't really work. But
that's a bit more accurate.
But I did have a great dessert there too. So I'm looking forward to going back over there next time.
Goings giving chase after this one in foul territory. He almost made the catch, and then he collided into the fencing of the Mount Olive dugout. I hope he's okay. It looks like he's okay, but the ball shot out of his glove on contact.
Wow.
Great effort, though, from Niall Goings. You got to give him a round of applause, despite being unable to make the catch.
And fans are giving him a round of applause. That was amazing. Great effort.
If he had caught that, that would have been. He did catch it, but then it popped out of the glove, sadly.
When you take a fence running into you, I mean, if he'd have caught that, I would have gone ahead and passed him for his capstone pass right there.
Hell yeah, he's one of the interns this year, isn't he?
He is. He does a great job for us in our office.
So the count will be full at 3-2. Still one out, nobody on for Douglas. And here's a ground ball to short. Throw to first in time for the second out. I'd say no harm, no foul, but there was a little harm and there was a foul ball. So.
Right. But again, great effort by Niall Goings.
Oh yeah, you can't deny that. That was just excellent. And that's one of the things about Niall Goings. Even though he's having a tough time at the plate early on in the season, he's still putting his all in there, and he's still coming up it defensively when he needs to.
But the other thing, too, is, even the athletic director, Jim Hurley, was talking. He's like, until you get 50, 60 at-bats, this doesn't matter. 20 at-bats, they don't tell the stats at all. So it's so tough to judge everything right here at the start of the season.
So we're back to the top of the order. Trace Sweeting comes up, walked in his first plate appearance back in the first inning. Has a 1-0 count to start off. Now make it 1-1 as that pitch falls into the zone. Ground ball the other way, and that's going to get past a diving watcher and go into right field for a base hit.
And he was played almost straight up the middle at that point, so that's why he looked like he's out of position on that play. But if he's a natural hitter, I can understand why USC decided to have the shift on.
Yeah. And I mean, it wasn't anybody's fault. It just so happened that he placed it perfectly.
Great piece of hitting, and can't really do anything about that.
So John Cosmic comes up. 0 for 1 as he grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. 1 on and 2 out here in the top of the third inning. Very few steps off the rubber to collect his thoughts.
Probably think about where he wants to go for dinner.
You could go to Willie Jewell's Barbecue. Proud sponsors of Pacer Athletics, Willie Jewell's Barbecue, located just off of Whiskey Road. Every dish is served with a side of Southern hospitality. So stop in and tell them Pacer Sports sent you. And I finally ate Willie Jewell's for the first time.
It was great.
It was very good. I will admit it. Runner goes from first, swing and a miss. The throw down to second is in time, and the tag applied for the third and final out. That's 2 that Blake Bottomley has managed to punch out at second base. And we go into the bottom of the third inning still scoreless. And we welcome you back to USC Aiken Baseball, presented by, sponsored by, I can talk, right, can't I? Sponsored by the South Carolina Education Lottery, where you're not only taking a chance, but giving a chance. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Blake Bottomley to lead things off, and he sends one out the other way. That one's back on the warning track. It's at the wall. It is gone! One pitch and a home run to lead off the third inning by Blake Bottomley. And the Pacers are up 1-0.
You know how it normally goes. If someone makes a great play in the field, they come back up in the next at bat, and they always do something great as well.
And I was sitting there thinking, you know, wouldn't it be fitting if he managed to hit a home run in his first at bat of today's game? And not only that, but he's had 2 punch outs at second base. He's doing pretty well to start things off, and that will bring Chandler Rogers to the plate. Nobody on, nobody out. 1-0 Pacers leading. Shows a bunt, followed through with it, and it'll be a strike. And he grounds it to second, picked up by Stone, and fired to first for the first out.
The center fielder, Jose Bonilla.
So we come to the top of the order again. Jose Bonilla grounded to short his first time up, 0 for 1. And coming into today's game, Bonilla, looking like the Jose Bonilla from last year, was batting .344, and he finally hit a home run.
Right.
Finally got that first career home run at USC Aiken, which I'm so upset that I couldn't have called, and 4 RBIs. Pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. And he will foul that one off the plate. 1-1. And Bonilla sends that one out to left field. That one's got a chance. It is gone! Well, I get to call one now. Jose Bonilla hits his second home run of the season, and the Pacers are up 2-0. The Pacers up now by a score of 2-0 as Brian Pereira steps to the plate. Pereira 0 for 1. And he shows bunt, bunts it down the third base side, and it's going to be foul. Count 0-1 to Pereira. Pitch in the dirt. And it's 1-1. And fouled off. 1-2. Sent to short on a hop. It's bobbled. Throw to first is in time to catch Pereira for the second out.
It almost looked like it went off the pitcher's glove as well, but I think it missed.
And we'll just call it a 6-3 to be safe.
I wanted it to be the fun 1-6-3 just because, but this is definite. I'm not going to do that.
So Joey Smithers comes to bat now. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-0 the score here in the bottom of the third inning.
Best walk-up song team?
Oh, yeah. Hands down. Until Brian Pereira brings up his second backup song from last year.
I don't remember what that was.
I'll tell you at the break.
Okay.
Joey Smithers goes after the first pitch for a strike. Shows bunt. Pulls it back in time as it was high and outside. 1-1. This is high and away, 2-1. Outside corner for a call strike. 2-2.
Don't think Smithers agreed with that pitch.
Well.
It was a great pitch.
Oh, it was very good. Right there on the outside edge. And that one fouled off. I think fouled off of Smithers. Based on his reaction. Kind of even at 2-2.
He's tough. He'll just walk it off.
Yeah, just got to wait for the stinging to die down, and then you're good to go again.
A couple of energetic ball boys here today. Just always helping out. Coach Thomas has gone to almost like a youth league to help out this year, and it's been great for the kids to get the experience and be around a college team.
Oh yeah, definitely can pick up a few really good pointers.
And also, it's like a dream for them.
Oh yeah, one step away from the pros, basically. So 2-2, the count to Joey Smithers with 2 outs. Low and in the dirt, full count. Swing and a miss, chased one outside for the strikeout and final out. But a pair of home runs from Blake Bottomley and Jose Bonilla give the Pacers a 2-0 lead as we go into the top of the fourth. So we are back with the top of the fourth inning, and John Cosme is back to the plate after he had his at-bat interrupted when Trey Sweeting was caught stealing.
So it's almost like the third time he's been at bat today, despite only being 2 official ones.
First pitch is low for a ball. 1-0. It's like what they say. What's the most pitches a batter can see without fouling off any?
10?
11.
The 11.
3-2 count. Somebody gets picked off or caught stealing. You come back up with a fresh count. You go 3-2, and then you hit one into play or you strike out.
Well, so you said 10 and then the 11th when you can hit. So yeah, I was right too. Because I said 10 pitches, and then you have to swing.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's 11 pitches altogether. Pop fly, shallow center field. Bonilla comes on and makes the catch for the first out.
Bonilla covered a lot of distance on that.
The right fielder.
And that's one of his specialties, and that's why they have him out in center. Nate Estes comes up, reached on there, and then was caught stealing back in the first inning.
And really, Manilov ran themselves out of an inning in the first because they had a chance to do some big things.
Foul tip for strike one. If he hadn't been caught stealing, it would have still been runners on the corners with only one out, and they could have really done some damage.
Right.
Where only a sacrifice fly would have been needed, and they would have had an early 1-0 lead. Pitch is low for a ball, 1-1, but instead it's 2-0 with the Pacers leading here in the top of the fourth inning. Curveball misses inside. 2-1. Ground ball to Weeks at third. Plenty of time as he fires to first for the second out.
The second baseman, number 26, J.T. Stone.
That brings up J.T. Stone. Stone 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to end the first inning. 2 outs and nobody on here for him in the top of the fourth. And he's going to send that one the other way. Base hit into left field.
Designated hitter, Justin Carroll.
Brings up Justin Carroll. Struck out his first time up. Runner on first with 2 down. First pitch is low for ball 1. The 1-0. 1 away, 2-0. Check throw over to first. Almost gets away, but Pereira able to bring it back down. Now the 2-0 on its way. That brushes the outside edge for a strike, 2-1. Thinks about going, but he holds up, and it didn't matter anyway because it's fouled off. And the count even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Justin Carroll, the DH, at the plate. 2-0, Pacers leading here in the top of the fourth inning. And Rayfuse deals, and it's a ground ball to short. They'll take the easy out at second, and that will do it. Bottom of the fourth inning coming up. Pacers coming to bat, leading Mount Olive 2-0. Welcome back to USC Aiken Baseball. USC Aiken Athletics and Baseball are sponsored by the Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. For all your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, contact Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. And Aiken Flooring, you can stand on us. Connor Durden leading things off here in the bottom of the fourth, takes the first pitch and lets it go by for ball one. Durden 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Pacers leading the Trojans by a score of 2-0 thanks to 2 home runs, 2 solo shots from Jose Bonilla and Blake Bottomley. And the count now 2-0 on Durden. Make that 3-0 as that one misses low and away. Three-0. Fastball down the middle, like it is 99 times out of 100, and it's called for a strike, 3-1. Ooh, gets the outside edge with that one, full count. And the 3-2 pitch. Hopper slowly to short. Fire to first, and that gets Durden for the first out.
The third baseman, Dalton Weeks.
Well, Dalton Weeks will step up to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time up. Pitch low and inside for ball one, 1-0. Ooh, good pitch there, but it just missed. Weeks showing good discipline at the plate to let it go, 2-0. Good pitch down the middle, 2-1. Slow grounder to third. Picked up and fired to first, just in time to get Weeks for the second out.
Second baseman, Phil Watcher.
Brings up Philip Watcher. Watcher singled. First time up, first hit of the game for either team. Nobody on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth for Watcher. First pitch high and outside for ball one. And Watcher sends that one out to right field. That one's going. That one is gone. Philip Watcher hits the third home run of the day, and it gives the Pacers a 3-0 lead. So still 2 outs, still nobody on. However, the score now 3-0 here in the bottom of the fourth for Niall Goings. Goings flew out his first time up. Goings, who almost made a spectacular catch out there in foul territory. Actually did have the ball at one point, but then the collision with the fence knocked it out of his glove. Otherwise, that would have certainly been ESPN Top 10 worthy. The 0-1 to Goings. This is outside, 1-1. Thought about going, held up, and it's a good thing he did as he gets the call for ball 2. Fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Goings sends that one foul to spoil the pitch and keep the count at 2-2. Ooh, Goings rips that one foul. Turned a little too early on it. Had he been on time, that would have been trouble. Another foul ball from Goings. Fouled off the other way this time. Decent at bat here from Goings. Making Hudson pitch to him. And again the 2-2. High fly ball. Very shallow left field. And that will be caught by the shortstop Douglas for the third and final out. But the Pacers add one more thanks to Blake Bottomley's solo shot as we go into the top of the fifth inning. Pacers leading 3-0. And so we go to the top of the fifth inning. Pacers leading Mount Olive 3-0. Drew Ellis leads off. 0 for 1 today. And he lets the first pitch go by for ball one. And Ray Fuse deals the 1-0. This is high for a ball 2-0. 2-0 on its way. That one is sent into left field. Smithers coming on. He's going to let it hop in front of him for a base hit. Leadoff man aboard for Mount Olive. And that will bring up Hunter Gore.
The catcher, Hunter Gore.
Gore 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Runner on first with nobody out. Check throw over to first. Not in time, but a bit closer than I think anybody thought. First pitch to Gore, misses low and away for a ball. Another check throw to first. Pretty good check throw, almost got him. The 1-0 just misses. 2-0. That's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now. 200 Gore. Ground ball. Right side. Nice play there by Watcher, and he spins around and gets the throw over to first to get the man out for the first out. Had to cover a lot of ground out there, but he's still riding the high of his home run, and allowed him to get the play at first. And we will see Aaron Hedgepeth come up to bat now with a runner on second and 1 out. Hedgepeth 0 for 1, grounded out to second his first time up. Good curveball there from Rayfuse, strike 1. The 0-1. Another good curveball, but it just missed. Rayfuse unable to get the call, and it's 1-1. Misses outside, 2-1. Two one on its way. Fouled off. It was a count at 2-2. And the 2-2. Grounder to short. Rogers has it, throws it to first, and it's in time for the second out. Runner advances, however, so now there's a man on third with 2 down for Chris Douglas.
Shortstop, Chris Douglas.
Douglas 0 for 1. Has an opportunity to cut this Pacer lead down a little bit with a man on third. Good pitch from Rayfuse. 0-1. Misses inside to even the count at 1-1. Swing and a miss. Took some speed off of that one. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good pitch. Didn't get him to chase, however. And that'll even the count up at 2-2. Sent right back up the middle. Backhanded, fired to first, and that one is in time for the third and final out. Great play there by Philip Watcher over at second base to get the man and save the run. It's still 3-0 as we go into the bottom of the 5th inning. Pacers coming to bat. And now we enter the bottom of the 5th inning of USC Aiken baseball. I'm Marcus Johnson, and thank you for joining us on this Friday afternoon, this gorgeous Friday afternoon. Bottomley to lead things off, homered his first time up on the very first pitch he saw. And we'll see what he can do now with a 3-0 lead leading off now. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Low and away for a ball. 1-1. And he skies that one into left field. Not far enough, however. Cosme coming in and makes the catch for the first out.
The shortstop, number 2, Chandler Rogers.
So Chandler Rogers comes up, the number 9 hitter for the Pacers. 0 for 1 today. 1 out and nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch brushes the corner for strike 1. Misses outside for a ball, 1-1. Low and inside, 2 balls, 1 strike to Rogers. Sent the other way, that's going to hook foul. The count even at 2-2 to number 2, Chandler Rogers. 1 out, nobody on. Ball in the dirt, full count. And the payoff pitch, swing and a miss, chased one outside. That would have been ball 4, but instead, Rogers goes down swinging for the second out.
The center fielder, number 4, Jose Bonilla.
Now Jose Bonilla comes to the plate. 1 for 2 with a home run. A straight line drive shot out there in left field. And the first pitch, he shows bunt, ends up bunting it foul for strike one. The 1 on its way, and Bonilla goes after it, 0-2. And it's a line drive up the middle for a base hit. 2-out single for Bonilla.
The first baseman, number 32, Brian Pereira.
Bonilla improves to 2 for 3 on the day and brings up Brian Pereira to extend the inning. Pereira 0 for 2. And the first pitch to Pereira, low and inside for a ball. And a check throw over to first base. Bonilla is a threat to steal, as we were saying earlier, one of the fastest players in the Peach Belt Conference. And another check throw to first. The 1-0, Bonilla takes off, pitches high and outside. The throw down to second is not in time as he dropped the ball. So it will be a stolen base for Jose Bonilla, who could have been in trouble there had Douglas managed to hold on to that. But it's a stolen base, nonetheless. Runner in scoring position for Pereira now in a 2-0 count. Now the 2-0 on its way to Pereira, and he fouls it off. 2-1. Pereira sends that one foul to even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two, runner goes, and it's fouled off, so Bonilla will have to make the trek back to second. And again, the 2-2. Misses low and away. And it's a full count to Brian Pereira. Swing and a miss from Brian Pereira, and he goes down on strikes for the third and final out. Pacers leave one stranded as we go into the top of the sixth. Pacers leading the Trojans 3-0. And we go to the top of the sixth inning. Pacers leading the Trojans of Mount Olive by a score of 3-0. Top of the order coming up for Mount Olive, Trey Sweeting. First pitch is in there for strike one. Sweeting 1 for 1 today, walked, got a single, and was caught stealing his last time up. And he fouls off the second pitch, 0-2. The 0-2. Misses high, 1-2. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Ball gets away from Bottomley, but he fires it down to first in time for the first out.
The left fielder, number 1, John Cosme.
Brings up John Cosme. 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the first inning. Good curveball from Rayfuse is good for strike one. Right on the outside corner, strike two, 0-2. Curveball just misses. Low and outside, 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Thought that Bottomley didn't catch it for a moment, but the umpire says he did. It will be just a simple strikeout. And that will bring up Nate Estes with 2 down and nobody on. Estes 0 for 2, reached on an error. And he sends one up the middle, takes a weird hop off the mound, and goes through for a base hit. 2-out single for Estes, and we'll see J.T. Stone come to the plate now.
Baseman, number 26, J.T. Stone.
Stone 1 for 2, singled his last time up. Runner on first with 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. Check through over to first. Not in time. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball gets away. Bottomley fires it down to second. It is not going to be in time. The Nate Estes safe at second base, and now the Trojans have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. The 1-0, inside corner for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 on its way as a ground ball to second. Picked up by Watcher, who gets it to first in time for the 3rd and final out. Another runner stranded for Mount Olive. We go into the bottom of the 6th inning. Pacers still up 3-0. Bottom of the 6th inning, about to get underway. Joey Smithers will lead it off for the Pacers as they lead the Mount Olive Trojans 3-0. Smithers 0 for 2 today. First pitch to Smithers right there on the outside edge for strike 1. Misses with that fastball, a little too far outside, 1-1. Smithers grounds it to short. Picked up by Douglas, who fires it to first for the first out.
The designated hitter, Connor Durden.
Brings up Durden. 0 for 2 on the day. 1 out and nobody on. First pitch low and inside for ball 1 to Connor Durden. Misses high for a ball, 2-0. And Dern gets a hopper over the head of the first baseman, Hedgepeth, and into right field for the base hit.
Third baseman, number 44, Dalton Weeks.
Brings up Dalton Weeks. Weeks 0 for 2. Runner on first base with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch to Weeks is an excellent curveball. Out of the zone and dipped right back in for strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Misses outside, 1-2. Check throw over to first base. Connor Durden makes it back safely. That one fouled off. Count stays right where it is at 1-2. Fouls it off of home plate, and we will do the 1-2 over again. Swing and a miss. And Dalton Weeks goes down on the strikeout for the second out.
The second baseman, number 1, Phil Watcher.
Hudson has been an absolute workhorse out there today. Over 100 pitches thrown in this game. He just threw number 101 to get Dalton Weeks. And now he has to face Philip Watcher. Watcher is 2 for 2 with a single and a home run his last time up. Runner on first with 2 outs. And the curveball misses away for ball 1. Have to imagine this may be his last inning throwing for Mount Olive because of that high pitch count. And despite the fact that he has 3 runs scored on him, they were all solo home runs. Other than that, he's really shutting the Pacers down as that pitch falls into the zone, 1-1. Yeah, both bullpens have some action going on in them. You may have seen the last of Zach Rayfuse in the top half of this inning. Pitch outside for a ball, 2-1. Either way, it's been an excellent pitching matchup between these two teams. Two one on its way. Just misses outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ripped foul, and that'll work the count full. That is a slow bouncer to second. Throw to first is in time for the third and final out. Pacers will leave one more stranded as we go into the top of the 7th inning. Pacers leading 3-0. And we go to the top of the 7th inning. Pacers leading Mount Olive by a score of 3-0. A reminder that USC Aiken Athletics is sponsored by the Concierge Team, a real estate boutique. If you're ever in the need for a house in the Aiken area, contact Mike Stagg at the Concierge Team. And the first pitch from Rayfuse here in the top of the 7th inning is fouled off. Justin Carroll, the leadoff man, and the DH. 0 for 2. And that pitch just missing the zone, 1-1. The shot to short, picked up by Rogers. High throw, but Pereira's tall enough to reach up and grab it for the first out.
The third baseman, number 34, Drew Ellis.
Oh, the first pitch to Drew Ellis. Misses outside for ball 1. Ellis, 1 for 2 with a single his last time up. And he lines that one. Nice one-hopper at second by Watcher, who throws it to first for the out.
Catcher number 29, Hunter Gore.
Beautiful play by Philip Watcher over there at second base to get the man out for the second out. That brings up Hunter Gore for Mount Olive. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Gore 0 for 2 on the day. The 0-1. Check swing. They'll probably make the appeal, and they will say he did go around 0-2. And there's a ground ball to second. Watcher has that one and just tosses it over to Pereira at first for the third and final out. A short and quick 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the seventh. We're going into the seventh inning stretch with the Pacers leading Mount Olive 3-0. And we hope everybody enjoyed their seventh inning stretch. But we are back to baseball, bottom of the seventh inning with Niall Goings leading off. 0 for 2 today. Brighton Hudson still out there on the mound, and Goings goes after the first pitch for strike one. The 0-1. This is outside, 1-1. Ball in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike to Goings. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And the 2-2. Low and away, 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. And Goings swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt for strike 3 and the first out. Oh, Blake Bottomley comes up now with 1 down and nobody on. 1 for 2 with a home run, his first time up at bat back in the 3rd inning. Gave the Pacers their first run of the day. And that pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Curveball goes all the way to the backstop. Didn't touch anything on its way through either. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count to Blake Bottomley. Ball in the dirt, 2-2. Two on its way. Check swing, but it doesn't matter. It was on the inside part of the plate anyway. And Bottomley down on strikes for the second out.
The shortstop, number 2, Chandler Rogers.
So comes the upcoming number 9 hitter. Chandler Rogers 0 for 2 on the day. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th inning. Right on the corner for strike 1 to Rogers. The 0-1. Misses low, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one sent into the gap in left center field. Coming over and making the catch is Sweeting for the 3rd and final out. A 1-2-3 inning for Mount Olive as we go into the top of the 8th with the Pacers leading 3-0. And we are back, top of the 8th inning. New pitcher on the mound, Garvin Alston Jr. comes in for Zach Rafuse, who had an incredible outing today. 7 innings pitched, no runs, 4 hits, and 4 strikeouts. And Hedgepeth leads things off here. 1-1 the count. Pitch is in there for a call strike, 1-2. Pitch misses high to even the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is Alston Jr.'s 2nd appearance of the year, a 4.5 ERA and 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, both of which were earned, 8 walks and 6 strikeouts on the year. As that one's a fly ball in foul territory, sliding catch by Dalton Weeks for the 1st out. So Chris Douglas, the number 9 hitter and shortstop for Mount Olive, will come into bat. Or nope, they're going to have a pinch hitter.
Number 3, Blake McLean.
So Blake McLean comes into bat now for Chris Douglas. He'll be the pinch hitter. Nobody on him, 1 out for McLean. And the first pitch is high and outside for ball 1. In there for a strike. The count even at 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Ball is low and inside, leaving the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Low and inside, and we have a full count. And the 3-2 pitch is high and inside for ball 4.
The center fielder, number 4, Trey Sweeting.
So Trey Sweeting comes up. 1 for 2 with a walk, a single, a strikeout, and has been caught stealing. Runner on first with 1 out. Here in the top of the 8th inning. Pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0. Check swing, ends up sending it foul for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off, 1-2. The 1 ball and 2 strikes to Sweeting. Pitch is on its way. Inside corner call, strike 3. And Sweeting down looking for the 2nd out.
Left fielder, number 1, John Cosme.
So John Cosme comes up. Runner still on first base now with 2 outs. He is 0 for 3 today, reached on a fielder's choice back in the 1st inning, and struck out his last time up. First pitch, ooh, just misses for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. This is low and away. Bottomley able to get a body on it, keep it in front of him. Oh, it's 2-0. 2-0 on its way. That's right down the middle for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Check throw over to first, not in time, just keeping him honest. Misses outside, and it's 3-1. Inside corner for a call strike, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Top of the 8th inning, Pacers leading Mount Olive 3-0. Runner takes off, and the pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Runner now heading for third. Backs up and heads right back to the bag. McLean didn't want to risk it as the ball got away from Bottomley, but he managed to get to it quick enough. So now runners on first and second with 2 outs, and we're going to have a little visit to the mound. We're going to take a short break. Be right back. So the meeting concludes, and we are back to baseball. Hey, Estes comes up now, 2 on and 2 out. And first pitch is right there for strike 1. Estes 1 for 3 today. Singled, reached on an error, got caught stealing, and has stolen a base. And he sends one into center field. Bonilla has a good read on it and makes the catch for the third and final out. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Pacers still up 3-0. And we enter the bottom of the 8th inning. Pacers leading Mount Olive 3-0. Jose Bonilla leads things off. Zach Burke, the new pitcher for the Trojans. He comes in relief of Brighton Hudson, who went 7 innings of 3 runs, 6 hits, and 8 strikeouts. And the first pitch to Bonilla misses for ball 1. Bonilla, 2 for 3 today with a home run, a single, and a stolen base. And the 1-0. Line right at the shortstop, Douglas, or not Douglas, the new shortstop, I should say, as Douglas was replaced by McLean. Either way, it's a line out for Bonilla for the first out. Brings up Brian Pereira, 0 for 3 today, struck out his last time up. Nobody on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch misses for ball 1 to Pereira, 1-0. The 1-0. Foul tip. That'll be good for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 on its way, misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. This is low, 3-1 to Pereira. And Pereira goes after that one, and it will be a full count. And the payoff pitch on its way. And Pereira lines that one out there into right field near the warning track where it will be caught for the second out. And Joey Smithers comes up to bat now. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 8th inning. Smithers 0 for 3 as well today with a strikeout. First pitch to Smithers is in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss. Chased a high fastball for strike 2. Low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is inside with that fastball, evens the count up at 2-2. Sent the other way, but foul. Spoils the pitch, keeps the count right where it is. Low and away for a ball. Full count to Joey Smithers. Three-two pitches, a low and inside fastball, and Smithers will head on down with the free pass on 2 outs. That'll bring up Connor Durden, 1 for 3, singled his last time up. Runner on first, still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning, with the Pacers leading 3-0. First pitch low and inside for ball 1. The 1-0. Hit in the air, foul territory, third base side. And that's going to be caught for the third and final out. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Pacers trying to close this one out with a score of 3-0. And welcome to the top of the 9th inning. Pacers leading Mount Olive 3-0. Garvin Alston still out there for USC Aiken. He will face off against J.T. Stone, the second baseman, who's 1 for 3 on the day. And that first pitch goes very wild over the head of Stone for ball 1. Pacers do have a man going in the bullpen in case things get a little dicey. The 1-0. Misses high, 2-0. Misses high, 3 balls, no strikes. .3-0 on its way. That one finds the strike zone, 3-1. Misses low and outside for a ball. And that will give J.T. Stone the free pass to start things off here in the 9th. And we're going to see Kenny Thomas come to the mound after the leadoff walk, and we're going to take a short break and be right back. And Freddie Beeman is the new pitcher out of the Pacer bullpen, coming in for Alston Jr. Beeman has had 2 appearances, 3 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Runner on first base is the responsibility of Garvin Alston. As Beeman deals, first pitch. Trying to hold up but unable to was Justin Carroll, the DH. Carroll 0 for 3 today. The 0-1. Right down the middle for a strike, 0-2. That one fouled off. Count stays right where it is at 0-2. Again, the 0-2 pitch is low and away. Count moves to 1-2. Pitch misses outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Check throw over to first, not in time. Close one nonetheless. And the 2-2 on its way. Swing and a miss. Beeman strikes out Carroll for the first out. That'll bring up Drew Ellis. 1 for 3 with a single. Runner still on first base now with 1 out. Pitch was in the dirt, but Bottomley able to keep it in front of him. 1-0. Another check throw to first, not in time. Ooh, good pitch, just a little too low. Count moves to 2-0. Hit in the air. Foul territory, third base side, and that one's going to end up out of play. Another ball for the baseball graveyard on top of the Pacer dugout. The 2 balls and 1 strike to Drew Ellis. And 2-1 on its way. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And the 2-2. Sent on out into center field. Bonilla going back for it near the warning track and makes the catch for the second out. So pinch hitter coming in, Justin Lee comes in for Hunter Gore. Mount Olive down to its final out. Runner on first base. Again, 2 outs. And the first pitch misses outside for ball 1. That one fouled off. So count even at 1-1. Looks like Bottomley's okay as it went off his face mask. Good pitch, but again, just missing. And it's 2-1. Misses with a high fastball, 3 balls, 1 strike. One. High and outside, ball 4. Free pass for Justin Lee to bring the tying run to the plate. And brings up Aaron Hedgepeth. 0 for 3 today. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. And we're going to have a pinch runner come in for Justin Lee. Gunnar Tolston, the pinch runner.
Pinch running number 11, Gunnar Tolston.
First pitch to Hedgepeth misses for a ball. And he sends that one. A one-hopper to short. Stepping on the bag for the third and final out is Rogers, and that will end the game. The Pacers come away with the win in the opening game of the series by a score of 3-0. Zach Rafuse gets his second win of the year after going an impressive 7 innings with 0 runs, 4 hits, and 4 strikeouts. And Freddie Beeman came in to finish things off with the save with 1 inning pitched. But that will do it here from Roberto Hernandez Stadium. We will be back in action tomorrow against Mount Olive at 2 o'clock. And then the third and final game of the series will be on Sunday the 18th at 1 o'clock p.m. Until then, I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you, and have a good one.